Hi Libra, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Libra Sun, Moon, or Rising. As always, welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Libra. Message could be for you. Take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind these are general and timeless readings. What else was I going to say? Oh yes, all information down below in my description box. So website link, Instagram, you guys can follow me over there if you want to. And also, I am starting up courses finally. So the information will be down below or over on my community board. You guys can sign up if you want to or check out any of the details. All of it is listed below. And thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thanks for all the ways you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay. Libra, you have individuation. Okay. You have sincerity. And you have this earth energy. It's possible you could have an earth sign somewhere in the mix. There are two people here taking place. I love when this card comes out because it's showing me that you are conversing with a person that's very sincere, earthy. So that means to me that they might be like grounded in a way, or just in this reality, they know how to ground themselves in some particular way. And then we've got individuation. Now, I see something taking place because individuation is like this process of, let me put it in general, very general terms, like going out and finding yourself, but it's much deeper than that. It's like, so sometimes this can be breaking out on your own. The sword is, I almost want to say that's you. There's another energy here. Okay. Very earth-like, and there's this air element. I have to just say that whatever this is, like, this is your air energy, so you might feel it's an importance to have your own separate thing or independence in some way when it comes to working with another, because it looks like there's a particular energy. There's a lot of sincerity happening in the communication. Like, this is a person that they mean what they say. They're very sincere. Obviously, the word said it. See, there's these things about identity and individuation. And then we have pleasure, which actually is kind of nice with the earth energy. That's kind of crazy because the first thing that I was picking up on with the earth signs in general, to me, are very earthy, like, how do I say this with that, keeping it PG? They're very sensual people. Okay, you also might be dealing with a person who's living some kind of life of pleasure, and I don't know if something's been going on in the communications that you've been wondering about, if a person is sincere. I'm seeing that this person, like, they enjoy their life, or I don't know what it is. They're living the life. But there's something here about your identity. Oops, sorry. Okay. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, this is what it's showing me. Libra, I think that for a while you could have been looking to another energy in some way, shape, or form and you could have been very sincere. It's like you're dropping this burden. Oh, see, I have been getting a lot of this in general. This Seven of Cups can be a limerence. I always talk about it, but in general, I think that you're like grounding yourself back into reality after maybe being caught up in a fantasy, because it's showing me that all of a sudden you're going to drop this weight, but it feels like a person or a connection, because the Ten of Wands is at the top here. So it's showing me that you're like finally dropping something that you'd been carrying around for kind of a while, okay? Because I think that there's like either a person or an opportunity that you could have been holding on to, and it was for a significant amount of time, and it was kind of keeping you up in the clouds rather than grounded in reality. So Two of Pentacles is right here, and I'm seeing that a lot of the choices that you were making were based off of a thing, but in an aspect of your life, things were just not moving forward. That's the tricky part about the Seven of Cups, because it's showing like you're caught up in an illusion rather than something actually happening. There's a huge difference. That's why when it comes to tarot, like, you guys can watch it, but you have to actually go out in your life and apply things, you know, go after things, get rid of things, take action. The implementation is the key, really. Isn't it funny? I just said go out, take action. So there's the Fool card. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just ate this thing and it is drying out my mouth like crazy. Okay, sorry. That's like maybe TMI. Yeah, this makes sense to me. Okay. I'm going to shift these around a little bit because there's the Nine of Wands right there. I feel like this thing that you were holding on to, it was an illusion. That's why I was mentioning limerence a little bit, because you could have been, there was something about your process, Libra, where maybe you were trying to do something and then like you could have told yourself for a long time, or you accumulated too much. Do you know what I mean? Ten of Wands says sometimes like you took on too many burdens. You could have also taken on some kind of karmic energy from someone else, but it's showing me that you're about to kind of drop all of that, because I think that you're trying to, it's like you're finally figuring out right now what specifically has been kind of holding your path back or keeping you held back. And it could just be within yourself that you were really holding on to an illusion. You are in the clear though, because the Queen of Swords is saying that you see above everything, right? You see above the confusion. You're very clear right now about seeing something. And now it's time for a leap. I think this is what is happening, because there was an illusion that was overburdening things. Do you know what I mean? So you're going out on your own. I think also that the identity with the individuation, you might be breaking away possibly from people, multiple people, one person. It depends for some of you guys. Yeah, this is what I think was happening. Look at this. We have the King of Cups right here. For some of you guys, there could be a masculine in your life that I do think was emotionally manipulative. Okay? Could have been, look at the combo. Oh, I don't like that at all. This is why you were in some kind of holding pattern, because it could have been based off of some fears, but look at how we have the Five of Swords, the Devil. Some of you guys, this person has like addictions, pretty serious, and you are going through your awakening now, okay? I think you could have, like, I think something about this person, the way that they operated, is they did try to make you feel small. That was a part of the mental like aspect of how they, I've talked about this before when it comes to people that are stuck in their shadow, you can be dealing with a person that has trauma from such an early age, because you go through these developmental stages as a human, right? Your brain develops, and like as that happens, it's so important the nutrition and everything that you put into your body, because let's say you have some kind of like processed foods or things at a very young age of that development, it creates kind of a snag in your energy. And then later on, like there are these patterns that play out emotionally through your thoughts, everything. And then you play out relationship patterns or job patterns that maybe aren't at the highest aspect of who you could be. And I think you were dealing with a person that had some significant trauma that happened at a very young age. And there's this particular age when children, specifically males, I think just that's cultural though, but they like to put things together. You know how more for boys, girls can do this too, so it's not gender specific, but in general, boys are given like Legos or Connects or, you know, all these things where you can build. And um so if it happens at that phase of development, then that, if there's trauma there, this person has a curiosity to be able to dissect another human and take them apart like a toy. There's almost like a cruel curiosity to them that it could even be a tad bit voyeuristic, or, you know, like some weird stuff. And I think that this person struggles with that. Like, so they could try to, I don't know, I just think that that was a part of the reason why you were in some kind of holding pattern. You're breaking out of that now, and I do think that you've just got to maintain your boundary with the Queen of Swords over top. It's showing me that you are. In fact, this is not far off from another reading. Libra, I almost want to say that the karma from this situation that played out, it's almost like the more that you hold your boundary in this situation, the better you get. This, your awakening is in the process, but this holds it back. The entanglement in any way to this, it could put a halt on your awakening process. And it's showing me that you're going through that naturally. But I just see that there's this fascinating shift, because with the Hanged Man, your world might kind of be turning upside down, because for a while, the fact that this person maybe had an ability to have some kind of control in some way, like, and if they do come back in and you lose progress, that's how you get all this clarity, because you realize, like, okay, here's the pattern. So now you're holding your boundary very strong and going into this situation with more clarity on what you need to do to continue to stay in your best health. And that Venusian energy, but you're, oh, this is what I was getting to. It's like there is a lot of pleasure here. Okay, earth element. So it's like, it feels like to me, Libra, that you're trying to go into possibly a relationship and hold on to yourself while you navigate being in connection with a particular person. Because I wonder if another person doesn't quite have the boundaries that you have, and that manifests somehow in their personality, and then you've got to continue to like stay connected to yourself and stay on track with something. Okay, it's showing me there's another kind of round of awakening that you're going to go through, depending on, it's just like up to your ability to hold boundaries. But for some of you as well, this was the other message I was going to get. With the pleasure and sincerity, I was seeing something here about part of the karma that played out here is the tables were turned at one time, because that hanged man can kind of be like the world shifts upside down, and there's like a role reversal that happens between a connection. And I don't know if it's like just something that happens transference wise, or there's like something that like quantum tunneling in the connection. I have so many nerdy ways of analyzing it, but I think that at one time, Libra, there was a person here that could have been sitting in some kind of pleasurable lifestyle, and you weren't there, so they could have been elevated in one sense. Now that table is turning, okay? And it's flipping around to where you're pulling into a life of pleasure, and this person is not in that position or situation. I don't know. And it could just be naturally that you're finding so much pleasure in what you do. It doesn't even have to be completely like bougie. I mean, it could be, but it's like you're very, like, your life seems just very pleasant or pleasurable. It's very happy, joyful. I just think you gotta navigate your boundaries with this person or this whole situation. It's like you're still contemplating that. Because I do think that this person tends to have an issue with you, maybe like if there's a power struggle, or this person maybe wants to keep your transformation kind of like so it doesn't grow too big. Maybe this person is even a bit possessive or insecure. I'm seeing a tiny bit of that there too, just because like they haven't transformed or grown at the rate that you have. Okay, but it's also you felt the need to. There is something opening up here with the Fool card. It could be an opportunity, or there's like a brand new way of doing things, or a brand new chapter that's going to be opening up in some capacity, and you are coming into your identity. Like that could be becoming very you know what I mean, like it's like you could be figuring out something new about yourself, because there's all this identity and individuation that seems like is happening, and connection, like there's something sincere happening between you and someone else. Let me dive into the extended. I'll see whatever else wants to come out. Yeah, look at you, all full-blown Ace of Cups. Libra, I'll see you over on the other side. If you guys want to join me over there, feel free. Go down below, click on the Vimeo link. I'll see you over there. But Libra, if this is where we leave things, sending you so much love. Wishing you all the very best. I'll see you in your next reading. Take care.